All right, lads, gather round. This one's not for the faint of heart. If you're easily spooked, you might want to keep the lights on for this story. Today, we're diving into something truly terrifying from the SCP Foundation files. SCP-096, better known as the Shy Guy. This isn't your average monster tale. This is the stuff of nightmares, locked away for a reason. Sounds harmless, right? Just a shy guy? Trust me, it's anything but harmless. The more you learn, the more you'll wish you hadn't. This thing is one of the most dangerous anomalies the Foundation has ever contained. Even the most seasoned agents get nervous around its file. Picture a person, but all wrong, like something that tried to be human and missed the mark in the most unsettling way. It's tall, skeletal, with pale skin stretched tight over its bones, as if it's never seen sunlight. Its arms hang down to its knees, fingers impossibly long and thin, twitching in the dark. And its jaw, well, it can open 4 times wider than any human's, stretching into a grotesque gaping maw. Most of the time it just sits in its cell, hunched in the corner, facing the wall, quietly sobbing to itself. The sound is said to be haunting, echoing through the steel walls. You'd almost feel sorry for it. Almost. But that sympathy vanishes the moment you understand what it can do. The Foundation keeps it locked away in a windowless, camera-free steel cube, deep underground, far from prying eyes. No one is allowed to look at it, ever. Not directly, not on video, not even in a photograph. The risk is simply too great, because that's the trigger. If you see its face, even for a split second, you're marked. There's no hiding, no running. It will come for you, no matter where you are, and nothing on Earth can stop it. Doors, walls, distance, none of it matters. The entire containment protocol is built around one goal, keeping its face unseen by anyone at any cost. The Foundation scrubs the internet, checks every photo, every video, making sure its face isn't out there. They work around the clock, knowing a single slip-up could be catastrophic. If someone sees it, the clock starts ticking. There's no way to pause it, no way to reverse what's coming, and it only ends one way: chaos, screaming, and a very messy cleanup. The aftermath is always the same: devastation. It's a nightmare waiting to happen, lurking in the shadows, just out of sight, and all it takes is one accidental glance to unleash the horror. How did they discover this? What chain of events led to such a terrifying realization? The hard way, of course. Sometimes the most important lessons are learned only after disaster strikes. Years ago, a retired cryptozoologist, still chasing mysteries, took a photo while hiking in the remote snow-covered mountains. In the background, barely visible, almost lost in the blur, were 4 tiny pixels that captured a fragment of SCP-096's face. The photo sat online for years, buried in an obscure gallery, completely unnoticed by the world. Until one day, an office worker, bored and curious, zoomed in and noticed those strange, out-of-place pixels. He probably didn't even know what he was looking at. But for SCP-096, that was all it took. Just a glance, even at a digital image, was enough. Miles away, in the frozen wilderness, SCP-096 stopped crying, stood up, and began to scream, a sound that echoed through the mountains. The Foundation's sensors went wild, alarms blaring as they detected the anomaly's sudden movement. They didn't know the breach was triggered by someone hundreds of miles away, just looking at a picture on a screen. The connection was invisible, but deadly. The creature had a target, and nothing, not distance, not barriers, not ignorance, would stop it from reaching its victim. This incident, 096-1A, taught the Foundation a chilling truth. Any depiction of its face, no matter how small or pixelated, is a death sentence for whoever sees it. 4 pixels, just 4, were enough to doom a man and unleash a massive, unstoppable breach. From that day forward, SCP-096 was treated as an information hazard, and the Foundation's protocols changed forever. Let's talk about that scream. It's not just loud, it's pure terror, rage, and pain all at once. When SCP-096 enters its rage state, The scream echoes through the facility. Everyone knows instantly something has gone horribly wrong. Imagine you're that office worker. You see a weird photo and suddenly you hear a scream. Distant at first, then louder and louder. It feels like it's coming for you, and you know, deep down, it is. The psychological effect is devastating. Even hardened soldiers freeze up when they hear it. The scream is the starting gun for a race you've already lost. Once it starts, SCP-096 runs. Unstoppable, unerring, straight for its target. It doesn't matter where you are, the creature will find you. The scream is the world's warning. Someone has looked, and now the consequence is coming. Once the scream starts, SCP-096 bursts out of its cell, literally tearing through steel. The facility goes on lockdown, but it's useless. SCP-096 has one goal: reach the person who saw its face. Let's call our doomed office worker, Ramesh. He's in Mumbai. SCP-096 is in the Himalayas. Distance means nothing. The creature runs in a straight line, destroying anything in its path. The Foundation tracks it with satellites and ground teams, but it's always too fast. Ramesh is bundled into an armored truck by Foundation agents, but he can still hear that scream getting closer. The chase isn't about escape. The Foundation knows you can't escape. It's about minimizing the damage. When a breach happens, the Foundation sends in elite mobile task forces, like Zulu 9, the Mole Rats, or Tau 5, Samsara.
Their mission: intercept SCP-096, contain it after it reaches its target, and prevent further exposure.
They're armed with advanced weaponry and a special containment kit, a heavy-duty bag and reinforced collar.
The plan is simple. Wait for SCP-096 to finish, then bag its head before anyone else sees its face.
One operative, without looking, has to bag it. It's basically a suicide mission.
The radio chatter is pure nightmare fuel, calm voices turning to panic as they track the creature's approach.
They try to clear civilians, but SCP-096 is too fast. The city is about to witness something awful. The task force arrives over Mumbai as SCP-096 enters the city, causing chaos on the streets.
Zulu Command, we have visual. It's moving at over 80 kilometers per hour, straight through traffic.
Hold position. Do not engage. Wait for it to reach target prime.
The creature smashes through vehicles, leaps over obstacles, and ignores everything but its target. The soldiers can only watch, powerless. Their weapons are useless.
Finally, SCP-096 reaches the building where Ramesh is hiding. It doesn't use the door. It goes straight through the wall.
It's in the building, going up, floor by floor.
The ground team listens to the destruction inside, knowing what's coming next. The Foundation has tried everything: machine guns, missiles, even sniper rifles. Nothing stops SCP-096. Its body regenerates instantly. Its skeleton is harder than any known substance. The only thing they can do is damage its flesh, but it heals too fast. Engaging is pointless and dangerous. The creature is, for all intents and purposes, indestructible during a rage. The soldiers wait, listening as SCP-096 tears through the building. Then, suddenly, the screaming stops. The chase is over. The commander's voice comes over the radio. Target Prime is terminated. Zulu 9, move in. Commence retrieval protocol. And for God's sake, don't look at its face. After the Mumbai disaster, the Foundation tried to outsmart SCP-096 with Project Scramble, special goggles that pixelated its face before the wearer could see it. The idea: soldiers could look at SCP-096 without triggering it. The reality: it failed catastrophically. During the next breach, the lead operative looked at SCP-096 through the scramble gear. The image was pixelated, but SCP-096 still reacted. The operative's last words: "It's not working. I can't see its face, but it's looking right at me." The Foundation learned the hard way. It's not about the image. The act of observation itself is the trigger. Technology can't save you. The only rule is the first rule: don't look. Ever. So what's the lesson here? What are we supposed to take away from all of this? Some things are not meant to be seen, no matter how curious we get or how much we want to know. In a world obsessed with information, SCP-096 is a brutal reminder that some knowledge is simply too dangerous to pursue. Not every secret is meant to be uncovered, and some mysteries are best left unsolved. The Foundation works tirelessly to keep it hidden, scrubbing the internet for any trace of its face, erasing every possible clue before it can do harm. But all it takes is one mistake, one photo missed, one person zooming in, not realizing what they're about to unleash. And then, the screaming starts all over again, echoing through the darkness, unstoppable. Some say SCP-096 should be terminated, erased from existence before it can hurt anyone else. Others argue it can't be killed, and that even trying could unleash something far worse than we can imagine. For now, it sits in the dark, weeping, a ticking time bomb, waiting for the next accident, the next slip-up. So be careful what you look at online. Curiosity can be dangerous, and some images are better left unseen. You never know what you might find or what might find you when you least expect it. If you see a pale, indistinct face in a photo and hear a distant scream, run. But deep down, you know it won't matter. The shy guy is coming, silent and relentless, no matter how far you run or how well you hide, and he always gets what he's after. Thanks for listening, lads. Stay safe out there, and remember, some things are better left unseen.